Mets lose 7-6 to the Milwaukee Brewers, completing the sweep. Well, the Brewers complete the sweep of the New York Mets, and we're only, 7 games into this thing, and I'm aggravated. Why didn't I upload yesterday, is what you're asking, about that 9-0 loss? Because what do you want me to talk about? You might as well just go ahead and click copy on that video for the 5th game of the season and paste right onto that 6th video, because I would have been just talking about the same thing. The lineup not being good, the pitching not being good, and yeah, with the lineup specifically, only one of the 2 guys producing. So it would have just been a copy and paste of what I did last video. What do you want me to talk about that's new? Bernie the Brewer, or Bernie Brewer, whatever his name is, going down the slide a couple extra times in that game? I don't know. But regardless, this team is infuriating, man. It's only April. So I get it. 7 games in. They won 101 games last year. Don't panic. We've seen teams struggle out of the gate plenty of times. Look at the Braves last year. Look at the Phillies, too. And they went to the World Series. Look at all these teams in the past that have struggled out of the gate and made it far. Don't worry. We could be one of those 2019 Nationals, too. Don't you forget about them. I get it. I get all that. But when they are looking like how they did in September last year, when nobody is producing outside the top 5 in the lineup, how am I supposed to sit here and defend it? Don't let anyone tell you that you can't be upset. Don't let anyone tell you that you shouldn't be pissed off because it's only 7 games in. No, you could be pissed off whether it's game 7 of the season, like it is right now, or whether it's game 60, whether it's game 160, whether it's game, I don't know, 130, whatever it is. You could be pissed whenever, because I sure as hell am. And we haven't even started talking about this game. Before we do, leave a like on the video if you do enjoy. Subscribe if you guys are new, especially if you're Met fans. I'm going to try to cover them throughout the entire season as much as I could. Obviously, there are exceptions of me missing games like I did with last game. Well, let's talk about this game. Brandon Nimmo leads things off with a ground out. Then Starling Marte gets hit by a pitch because the Mets just love getting hit by a pitch. That's their favorite way to get on base. And Marte ends up stealing second. And Lindor would follow that up with a double. And the Mets finally get a run after 20 scoreless innings with that Francisco Lindor double to make things 1-0. Pete Alonso then strikes out. Vogelback then with a walk. Jeff McNeil lines out. That is the end of your inning. Let's hope that we get a good start from David Peterson, right? Well, how does it start? He ends up getting Mike Brossoit to line out. Willie Adames then walks, and then he gets back-to-back outs from Christian Yelich and William Contreras. So, okay. We didn't allow a run in the first inning. Okay, looking good. Second inning, Mark Hanna strikes out. Omar Narvaez grounds out. Luis Guillorme grounds out. Which, by the way, Luis Guillorme back in the lineup because Eduardo Escobar sucks. Anyway, bottom of the second, Luke Voit leads things off with a strikeout. Brian Anderson walks. Jesse Winker hits a double. And then, Owen Miller hits a single to make things 1-1. And this is when I decide, you know what? Let me go take a walk out of my room for a minute. I come back, and all of a sudden, it's a 4-1 ball game because Joey Wiemer hits a home run to make it 4-1. Right. Then, thankfully, Peterson gets out of the inning, striking out Brossoit, walking Adames, but then picks off Christian Yelich trying to steal second. We go to the third inning. Brandon Nimmo strikes out to lead things off. Marte hits himself a double. Francisco Lindor, though, with a single. That is a RBI single to make things 4-2. And then Pete Alonso ties the game with a moonshot, making it 4-4. Nice to see Pete Alonso hit the baseball today. Vogelback then grounds out. And then McNeil grounds out. We go to the bottom of the third. Christian Yelich strikes out. William Contreras walks. Luke Voit with a single. And then Peterson picks up back-to-back outs from Anderson and Winker. Top of the fourth inning. Mark Hanna grounds out. Omar Narvaez hits a single. And then back-to-back groundouts from Guillorme and Nimmo. Bottom of the fourth. Back-to-back groundouts from Miller and Wiemer. And then Brossoit hits himself a single. And Adames strikes out. Top of the fifth. Starling Marte lines out, and then Francisco Lindor hits a double, and Pete Alonso hits a home run again to make it 6-4. So all of a sudden, the Mets have the lead yet again, like they did in the first inning. This time they make it 6-4. Okay, in the driver's seat. Lock it down. Lock it down. Vogelback with a walk, and then McNeil hits into a double play. Bottom of the fifth, Christian Yelich walks, and that was the end of the day for David Peterson. Drew Smith comes in the pitch. And what does Drew Smith do? Oh, what does Drew Smith do? Gets William Contreras to fly out. Awesome. Luke Voigt then gets a single. Not awesome. Brian Anderson strikes out. 2 outs. Luke Voigt steals second. Yes, Luke Voigt steals a base. And then Jesse Winker. My bad. Jesse Winker hits an RBI double to make it a 6-6 game. Terang then, he ends up striking out as he came in the pitch hit. So Drew Smith surrendering a couple runs. Yep, all of a sudden, 6-6 ball game. Just like that, lead vanished. Top of the 6, Mark Hanna flies out. Nothing new. Omar Narvaez strikes out. Nothing new. Guillorme grounds out. Nothing new. John Curtis comes in the pitch. Has a great outing. Gets 2 strikeouts. Gets a ground out from Adames. Solid outing for John Curtis. He looked good. Very happy with what we saw. And then let's see what happens in the 7th inning. Nimmo grounds out. Marte grounds out. Lindor grounds out. All right, awesome. Bottom of the 7th. Christian Yelich leads things off with a flyout. William Contreras gets a single. Luke Voigt strikes out. Brian Anderson then gets a single, but thankfully they end up getting an out there on that. So we go to the top of the 8th, and Pete Alonso grounds out. Vogelback then walks. Tim Castro steals a base coming in the pitch run for Daniel Vogelback. Jeff McNeil then strikes out. Mark Hanna, he flies out. We go to the bottom of the 8th. David Robertson comes in the pitch, has a easy 1-2-3 inning. I'm loving what we're seeing from David Robertson early. Devin Williams came in the pitch for the Brewers, and he has a 1-2-3 inning. And then the bottom of the 9th. Adam Ottavino on the bump. Pitch. Down and in. Oh, and gone. Game over. Go down the slide, Bernie Brewer. And that is your ball game. 7-6 is the final score. 10 hits for the Brewers, 7 for the Mets. No errors on either side. Your winning pitcher is Devin Williams. Your losing pitcher is Adam Ottavino. And yeah, 3 for 8 with runners in scoring position for the Mets. 4 left on base. Where do we start? This offense is ridiculous. They just never seem to click at the same time. Nimmo, 0 for 5 with a strikeout. Marte, 1 for 3 with a hit. Getting hit by a pitch. Meh. Lindor, 3 for 4. Been begging him to actually get some hits. 2 RBIs. Awesome. Awesome day at the dish for Francisco Lindor. Pete Alonso, even better day. 2 for 4. 4 RBIs. Hitting 2 home runs. Striking out once. But awesome day for Pete Alonso at the dish. Vogelback, not so good. You know what? 0 for 1, but 3 walks. Okay. I could live with that. Jeff McNeil, 0 for 4 with a strikeout. Mark Hanna, 0 for 4 with a strikeouts. Right. Narvaez, 1 for 4 with a strikeout. And Luis Guillorme, 0 for 4. Do you see a problem here? Because if you don't see a problem here, yeah. There is just automatic outs in this lineup. Mark Hanna's an automatic out. The catcher position, Narvaez had a solid series in Miami, but ever since he's been an automatic out, basically. At least he got a hit today, I guess. Luis Guillorme, an automatic out, and if Eduardo Escobar's playing, oh boy, it's even more of an automatic out. If I can't believe I even can say that, considering Luis Guillorme with the bat is just not even good. I just ask, what are we waiting for with Beatty? Are we just gonna let this linger around for a month or so and then just hope Eduardo Escobar has his September in, I don't know, May? Is that what we're hoping for? Because he's had one good month with this team. One. Yet he continues to get at bats. Yet he's here over Brett Beatty. And I just will beat the drum over and over and over again until something changes. Because I mean, Escobar saved his job by having that good September. He saved his job. Because he would have been cut with Darren Ruff. Pitching wise, David Peterson, 4 innings, 5 earned runs, 5 walks, 5 strikeouts. Horrendous. There's no way around it. He was horrendous. And he follows up Max Scherzer's horrendous start with a horrendous start of his own. Drew Smith, horrendous. John Curtis, great. In 2 innings of work, pretty good. David Robertson, really good. Adam Ottavino. Sure. So I don't have much else to say other than they come home Friday, play the Marlins again, and they need to turn things around quickly because, oh my god, I cannot watch this offense for much longer. So yeah, that's all I got. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. Turn on your notifications so you know when I upload next. I'll see you in the next one.